So in this video we're going to talk about making some room for the game controller feedback. So if we run the application right now, we see the window we've got is pretty well full. We might want to think about making it larger, but we don't know how big a monitor the user is going to have. So there's another way. It's actually pretty slick and a good technique to know, because you're gonna use something similar to this in a lot of the game work you do. So we're going to create a flag variable. This is going to be a string, but it's never going to show up on the screen. This is just internally to keep track of what's going on. We're going to call this a screen toggle and give it an initial default value of K. And K is for keyboard. So there's that. Now we're going to use a keyboard key to toggle between the screen we have and another screen. So we're going to have to be able to record just when a key gets pressed, not when it's been pressed for a number of game cycles. So we need a keyboard previous variable. So keyboard state key state underscore prev. So this works kind of like our mouse prev. So we'll go down to where we deal with that, which is in the get user input here, and right about the same place. This could go above the mouse prev line or below, but just right next to it. So key state underscore prev equals key state 01. So we set the key state prev equal to the key state 01, and then we come get the new keyboard value for this game cycle. So there's that. Looks good. That's all we need for that. And now down here below these, we're going to deal with the screen toggle. So the screen toggle is going to happen in a new method called the screen toggler. So we'll make a call to that. Generate method stub. There it is. Of course, you know I like these method stubs at the bottom, but we actually are at the bottom, so we can just leave it there. Get rid of this throw new not implemented line. Maybe someday we'll actually use that line, but today is not that day. So now we're ready. So now we're going to look for a just pressed key. So if key state 01 is key down, open parent, and we can use any key for this, but I'm going to use the space bar. So if we've pressed the space bar and key state prev dot is key up, very key there, haha, is key up, the same key, keys dot space, so this will only logically be correct right at the cycle when it has just, when the user has just pressed the space bar. So if that happens, we get to this inner part. So if screen toggle, and we're going to do a compare here, is equal to K, so that means we were looking at the keyboard screen. Screen toggle is equal to, and this is an assignment, G for game controller or gamepad. And then else screen toggle is equal to K. So if it was equal to K, set it equal to G. Otherwise, set it equal to K, because it was equal to G. Because we only have two different cases. K for the keyboard, G for the gamepad or game controller. If we had more cases, we'd have to use something a little fancier, but that'll work. We save it. And now we go to the draw method. Now we're going to do a bunch of things inside the begin and end bookends here. So we'll come down give a couple lines, and all of this drawing that we've got in here, we only want to do if the screen toggle variable is equal to k. So that's 2 equal sign because it's a compare. And then open curly. And then we'll come down to all this, through all of this, before the end, and we'll put in a closing curly. Notice when we do that, all of those lines indent. And then we need an else again. And then we're going to put in all the draw for the game controller. I'm just going to put in a comment here for now. So this is controller sprite batch dot draw code, and say goes here. That'll work. And we'll take that out. That's just a space saver for now, and that curly. So that's good. Looks fine. So if it's if screen toggle is K, we'll get this first stuff. Otherwise, it'll go to the second part. None of this stuff will be drawn. So we'll run it, and let's see if this works. There it is, and hit space, and space again, space, space again. Now you see it, now you don't. We can end that, and all looks good. So that's it for this video.